Around KSP hours before the game tonight, first of two meetings over the next week between the Florida Gators and the Florida State Seminoles. Top 16 showdown. Both of these teams get set to go back into conference play under Lonnie Alameda. Last year, Mudge, second team All-ACC. Awaits the payoff, whips one to center on a line. Falvey goes back and makes the grab right in front of the warning track. One up, one down for Ava Brown.
And I just love her story. I mean, she's doing so well for the Seminoles this year, but she grew up going to Florida State camps.
Swings to the first, high drive, playable right center. Falvey calls off Kistler, one pitch for out number two.
With Ava Brown in the circle.
A 1-2 to Kaylee Harding. Jammed on the fist to Avery Gels. Easy play. 1, 2, and 3 of this Wells NFCA Hall of Famer coming up in the summer. As Falvey jogs down to first with a full count walk. Waits on 1-2. Slams this on two hops to short. Could be two. There's one to turn. A double play. Goes 6-4-3.
But she still comes with an intimidation factor in the box. She's still hitting the ball solid, getting on base.
This one struck to left in foul ground. And that one is caught by Mudge, so they go out, get more veteran players. It's been the youngsters who have stepped up for Coach Alameda. Torres back up the middle. Williams was shaded that way. Quick toss to first to get the speedy Torres, 4-3.
But just so devastating in the box.
That one floats high in the payoff. Flaherty battles back in the count. It's the first base runner for
Unearned.
Whip to left field. First pitch ambush from Janai Kerr goes opposite field. She continues to have a great year after all the way around beyond right field. I've never seen that before. There's strike three. Inner edge and a big K for Ava Brown after that meeting. Gets Waycaser down looking. There she is. Kayla Edenfield, you see the wrapping around that right hand.
But you know what I love? She's still doing her makeup.
Roller to Williams. Ava Brown into and out of trouble. Big ground ball out for Ava Brown.
Always has tunnel vision and just takes her hacks.
Gets hit right on that arm guard. That's the one place to get plunked. She's gotten on base. High bouncer again, stays fair. Beecham bobbles, reclaims, throws across for the out. Moves Erickson down to second, one gone in the inning.
Do her thing on both sides of the ball.
Drills this to center field. Kerr goes back, and this is off the base of the wall. Erickson scores easily. Ava Brown cruises into second, helping her own cause. The Gators' first hit and their first run have a 1-0 lead.
One thing to pitch and hit, but it's another thing to be good at both. She takes this drop ball low in the zone and hammers it to the center field wall, gaining an RBI and putting the Gators up on the board.
Kerr just having to play that off the base of the wall.
She is putting her barrel right behind that ball, teeing it up, get those extra bases.
This is popped up, Beecham over. And foul ground makes the grab. Freaky as a hitter. Very good defensively. Swing and a miss. Gooden went to the off-speed well, gets the K, but the Gators get on the board far. They came to Flaherty in the second. And a payoff coming here to Ross, who's a premier athlete. Well off the plate. Full count walk. Both walks from Ava Brown coming on a full count pitch.
This year, 23 for 34, second in the ACC.
Mudge whips the first to shallow center. Falvey the shades on. One pitch for the first out. Single season. She's chasing the freshman RBI record, which is 58. Rolls this back to Brown, knocks it down. Underhand flips, picked out by Gels. That moves up the runner to second, but now two gone as Beecham starts this rivalry.
Love to back pick. He's had some success doing that this year.
This one high in the air should do it for the frame, and it does. Another grab from Falvey out in center field.
A regional right now these teams are on the cusp of either hosting or not hosting a regional.
Kistler rolls this over, sneaks into right field. Batting in that double leadoff, that's one way to start it. 5th ranked team in the country, Virginia Tech, Clemson, all ranked in the top 25. 10 SEC teams in the top 25. Falby, high chopper to second. Flaherty spins, tosses for 1. They get the lead runner in Kistler. No way you're turning 2 on Kendra Falby. Look at what the Gators have on this roster. The top batting averages. Look at the top portion in the league. Otis bounces this to the hole. It's short. Nice diving stop by Torres, but no play. That'll be a hit for Corby Otis. Now 1st and 2nd, and Skylar Wallace comes up in a big spot. From both fan bases who are heavily represented. And the pitch. High chopper, right side of the infield. Flaherty, gloves, underhands to first, just got Wallace for the out. That does move the runners over. So 2nd and 3rd and a 2-out opportunity for Ava Brown. That's our difference. Swings away, pops this one up in the infield. Should end the inning. Beecham comes in, turns the glove over to make the catch. Smokes this on a line. Mia Williams made the catch. Didn't have to make that throw to first. Did so just in case. Walked her first time. Worked the count full. Back in the 2nd inning. Rips this on a line to left, right towards Corby Otis. Smokes to Otis, back to the track, leaps, oh, she got it! Off the carom! Somehow kept the focus to make the catch, traversing out of the warning track. Corby Otis take a bow out in left field.
Athleticism by the Gator in left field. She fumbles it, recovers. Such great energy. Go.
Powers this, left center field, right on cue. Reagan Walsh has left the yard. Number 15 for number 15. And the Gators double up their lead. It's 2-zip.
Takes this ball with upspin and just sends it into orbit at the Jumbotron, putting the Gators up 2-0. I mean, this is what Reagan Walsh does.
She has not missed a whole lot of pitches that have caught a lot of the plate this year.
And Danley.
Brown smokes this to left field, but playable. Kaylee Mudge has the grab. Runs last year. He's hitting really well in SEC play, too. The average is not dipped in the league. Kowalewski right past the originator into center. That's another bat that's starting to get going. The freshman third baseman. 16th appearance of the year. And that's ball 4. 5-pitch walk to Emily Wilkie, so again, gets the job done in a pinch.
You want your pitchers and your whole team to only get sharper, and that's what this staff has done.
The offering smoked out to right field. Wade Kaser has the shades on in front of the warning track. Both runners retreat. Just a loud second out for Kistler. Tim Walton looking to Ariel Kowalewski to out, and she had issues dealing with the failures at this level. Rolls this to short. Torres pinched in. Snap toss to first, not in time. Jet-like speed from Kendra Falby. There in a flash, bases loaded. And the inning continues. We'll see if Lonnie Alameda wants to challenge this.
At home plate. Talk about plays like that. That verbiage means a lot.
Now to 1-0. Otis swings, floats one in the air. Center field should end the inning. So they got Otis up, and she flies out to center. Wilson limits the damage, but the Gators, Alicia, get...
I'll tell you one thing, he never has a bad day. Always a smile on his face. That's why they call him Smiley.
Right back up the middle. Base hit for Hallie Waycaser. Good way to start with the bottom third of the lineup up here for the Noles.
A little bit too nerve-wracking for him, but I'll tell you one thing, he never has a bad day. Always a smile on his face. That's why they call him Smiley.
Right back up the middle. Base hit for Hallie Waycaser. Good way to start with the bottom third of the lineup up here for the Noles. Tying run comes to the plate here in the fifth. This have been pitched by two freshmen. You have three in the rotation. Payoff is rolled sharply. Past Walsh into right center. Going first to third is Potter. Gets the green light. It's bobbled out in the gap. And a run comes in. And the Seminoles are on the board.
Wow, Dak just takes this pitch on the outer corner, drives it to right center field. Kistler does her best to stop it, just bobbles the ball, allowing Potter to get all the way to home using her speed. And the Florida State Seminoles are now on the board. Think if
rushing out to the bullpen. Lines this to right field. Kistler over. She's got it, then bobbles it. What do they call? As Kistler fires in, the runner tags for third. Is it a hit or not? Do they say it was a catch and then a bobble? 5 for 12 over the weekend. Oh, lost this to the backstop. Off the carom, run, scores. And we're all tied up as Fry comes in from third. And we're all even as Ross moves down to second. So the Seminoles being doubled up in the hit column. They have tied the game. Mudge now lays down a bunt. Get the runner down to third. Wooten's throw to Walsh is just in time as she collided a bit with Kowalewski, who was still able to keep her composure. And that's just the first out. Mudge, her third successful sacrifice, and gets their freshman.
And now you have one of the top teams in the country intentionally walking you. That says a lot about what you're doing and what you're providing in the box, not just with numbers, but with the intimidation factor.
Right now, atop the ACC and a payoff. Line to left, base hit, and the Seminoles lead. Kaylee Harding with a big swing. 3 in the frame. And it's Florida State 3, Florida 2.
Big-time players come up in big-time moments. This pitch tailing into her. She just gets inside of it, drives it through the 5-6 hole, getting another RBI, putting the Seminoles on top.
Big pitch coming up. 3-2, just one out. Here it is. In the air, center field. Falvey goes back. See ya! Big blast from Isa Torres. A 3-run bomb. And the Seminoles put up a crooked number here in the fifth. Up 6-2.
The season was looking for something over the plate. Just drives this dead center field. Like you said, Kyle, putting up a crooked number. FSU puts more up. Bigger lead for the Seminoles. He has been known to produce in those high-pressure situations.
Kowalewski dives for the bunt. Flaherty will reach. Tried to catch that one on the fly. Really gambled on that bunt laid down. It will be a hit for Devin Flaherty. On the ground to second. There's one. No, it's dropped by Skylar Wallace. And the runner, well, they say this is on the, wow, they're going to say that's on the transition. And this will be an easy challenge. I'm not sure this will stand.
That's a tough angle for umpire Anthony behind Skylar Wallace at first glance.
Won't even have to go to challenge. Will be umpires just conversing and overturning it.
Try to hide Rothrock and also FSU on the other side with the two-headed monster and those two lefties in Reed and also in Danley.
Rolls this back up the middle. Shovel to second for one. Walsh bobbles it, and a run will score as Flaherty slides across. So now the Seminoles 7 runs here in the fifth, up 7-2. Grounded to Wallace. Quick throw, not in time. Another run comes in as Kerr scores. That'll be an RBI infield hit for Maya Roth. 13th batter to the plate in this inning. And Mudge rolls this to the right side. Kistler fields, green light from Fry. The relay, not there in time. Add another for the Noles. It's Kaylee Mudge with an RBI single, a 9-run fifth, and the Seminoles up 7 runs.
Our last at bat, selfless with the sack here, just taking this pitch low in the zone, driving it in the 3-4 hole, getting another RBI.
Jason Beecham can bring in a possible run rule run and powers this to left and gone. The power from the freshman, her 13th long ball. And it's a 12-run frame for the Seminoles. .235 feet off the bat. And it's a party in that Florida State dugout.
Such energy for not only Beecham, but for the whole team. This freshman is just hot. I mean, she comes out, first pitch swinging. This is what she does. Big numbers, big player, big freshman. Mercy Rule territory.
Shit here for Kaylee Harding. Just amazing. 2 hops to short and a merciful end to the inning for the Gators, but a big one for the Seminoles. 12 runs in the inning. That's a crazy note. Play varsity softball 6th grade as Wallace walks.
These players are pros. She hit herself, just hops right back on in, ready to get a hit.
Erickson high, hopper, nice play at first. Leaping grab by Angeli Bueno, steps on the back for the out.
Hope to play with some of these people on the field, these softball players on the field. As Skylar rounds third base, maybe you'll see her in an AU uniform.
Yeah.
Talked about King and also Sander Cock, who you saw in that series last year.
Walsh lines this to left center. That scores Wallace. Gators get 1. It's now 12-3. So Reagan Walsh is homered. Now an RBI single. That's a great sign. She continues to be red hot.
Reagan doesn't try to do too much. I said you can't get too big in moments like these, especially with the disparity in the score. Your job is to pass the bat, be patient, wait for your pitch, and Reagan Walsh does just that.
Did Brown go? She did, said Scott Mayer. So Brown down on strikes, and the Gators down to their final out.
Encouragement, communicating with her.
Goddard, left side, Beecham. Toss across, ball game. The Seminoles run rule the Gators. Their 6th straight win in this series. Anchored by a 12-run fifth. And the Noles turn this game around in a big way. And take another one in this rivalry, Alicia.
Wow, that's all you have to say about this offense. Great performances through and through, but you have to tip your cap to Torres and her home run, and Jasony, the freshman. Both freshmen just really stepping up in big-time situations. 12 runs on 8 hits in that inning, sending the Gators back to the dugout and the drawing board for Georgia this weekend.
Yeah, big series coming up for both of these teams.